Hey guys, this is Sports with Dylan. The New York Islanders have fired their head coach, Lambert, and replaced him with, you'll never guess who. Before we get into who is replacing Lambert, we start with a bit about Lambert. Lambert was promoted to be the Islanders' head coach a couple years back after they parted ways with Barry Trotz from their head coach. Last year they were progressively mediocre and they scraped into the playoffs, so good for them, but they weren't that great. They ended up losing pretty quickly. And then this year, they were fine. They're in and out of the playoff spots. It was nothing amazing, nothing you're looking at going, oh, wow, this Islanders team is on fire. But they're never terrible. But they went on a 4-game losing streak. So I think that cost Lambert his job. Now, honestly, I don't blame it on the Islanders. I think they've been overachieving this whole time. I blame it on the GM, Lou Lamoriello. I find he's just too old. He did have a time where he was an amazing GM. That time is not anymore. He is 81. He should not be the GM of a professional hockey team. And the moves he makes every single time are just dumbfounding. They're not very smart. He never makes the big swings that they should be making. He re-signs every single player to that roster and then just comes up with a progressively aging roster. So I don't blame it on Lambert whatsoever. I think Lou Lamoriello should go as the GM. I think he should retire. Honestly, he should retire like 3 years ago. But he should definitely retire after this season because he is just not a good GM anymore. The moves he makes are not very good and they're not helping his team. But these things have to happen, and especially on a 4-game losing streak. On losing streaks is normally when coaches lose their jobs, as you see quite frequently. So now we can go to our next subject. Who did the Islanders hire to replace Lambert? Well, that would be former NHL superstar goaltender Patrick Roy. Roy used to be the head coach of the Colorado Avalanche a couple years back, but then ended up leaving the team, and he hasn't had a head coaching role since. There honestly isn't much opinion on Patrick Roy and how he'll be as a head coach. No one's saying, oh, this is an awful hire, but no one's saying, oh, this is an amazing hire. Because on the one hand, seems like a pretty good hire. He's a former player. He knows what it's all about. He has been a head coach before. On the other hand, he left that Avalanche organization for a reason. And also, he hasn't coached in the NHL for quite a while. So, can he adapt? We'll have to see. Honestly, though, out of all the teams to adapt to, the Islanders would be the easiest because their roster hasn't even changed since he was last a coach in the NHL. That is not a real fact. That was just an exaggeration on the fact that Lou Lamoriello is not a good GM anymore. But that is pretty much all for now. We don't know how this Islanders team is going to turn out. We don't know if Patrick Roy will stay as their head coach. We'll just have to find out. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys again soon.